Good afternoon, John. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. I hope you're as excited as I am to be here at Crufts 2016, the biggest and best dog show in the world. I love this. I get to come to the best dog show. I've got the best seat in the house. I get to watch agility, and even better for me, I get to talk about it as well. And
watching the very best dogs. Now, we've had heats this morning in this event. That was the jumping discipline. This afternoon we've got agility, and there are 15 competitors in the first of these among the large dogs. Tell us exactly how it's going to work here, Graham. Reverse order, yep.
It is. We've had a jumping round this morning. This is an agility round, and it's going to be judged by Mr. Gary Murphy from Barton Leclay. I think he is. He's done a fantastic job here. He's judging the first 3 days. He's just making sure the course has been left in one piece by the people who are walking it. And we have the first competitor on the line, and we're just about ready to go.
Well, if you've never seen this before, 19 obstacles. The aim is to go round without incurring any faults and to get round as quickly as possible. This is Lee Windyat from Sittingbourne in Kent with Pip. Darley Falls Pipistrelle, a border collie, as you can see. This is the large dogs classification, and this is the first of 15 competitors. And if you've not watched this before, dogs absolutely love this. And you can see this is a real agile animal, moving quickly already, clearing the hurdles delightfully over the A-frame, over the Eukanuba, and taking a very good line, and now through the weaves, almost skidding in on the carpeted surface, but good speed over the second of the Eukanuba jumps, and this is looking good. All clear so far, subject to confirmation, as goes over the dog walk, and now moving towards the tunnel, and now towards the final hurdles, up towards the end, and turning beautifully at the long jump with real speed, and 37.941, a good marker.
It really was, and that's what we want to see from the first dog going round. A clean round and a really good time, and that now is going to set the mark for the rest of them. If they want to win, they're going to have to go quicker than that.
Look at the enthusiasm in the dogs. We sometimes get asked about this, and yes, you can see for yourself, they just love it. This is Jessica Clare Hugh with her dog Cara, a border collie, 6 years old, and they come from Leeds, over the seesaw, the opening discipline, through the tunnel. Looks to be moving well and barking happily as it makes its way through the course, over the A-frame. All clear so far, and this is looking tidy, Graham, through the weaves.
Looking very tidy, and in fact this is a real quality partnership. They actually hold the gold medal from the World Championships, which was held in Italy this year. Gold medal winning team. Hasn't been done for a number of years, with 3 of her partners who are also in this, but she's going really well as she's coming down towards the end.
Eyes on the clock. Is it going to be quick enough? The long jump still to go, and it's just outside, but a lovely clear round.
A really great effort here. You can see coming into the weaves, great style, double stepping. Bearing in mind this is a 3-part competition, so they've got an eye on combining the scores to get through to this evening's prestigious final.
Here's Dave Munnings with Fame, another border collie, 4 years old, from Newbury. Over the seesaw, moving well. And again, another one who likes to bark happily as he's on the way round. Loving this, and the crowd so into this. Good turns, good balance, and now through the weave. Look at that, beautiful.
Absolutely fantastic, and it's not just about out and out speed. Look how tight these turns are. No time wasted on the dog walk as he comes down now into the tunnel with just a couple more to go.
The handler can be no slouch either. He's got to give the guidance, and now the turn towards the long jump. Look at the time, 34.805, way quicker.
David Munnings with this dog Fame, absolutely great dog, great partnership. David continues to produce good dogs year on, year out. Look at the speed through there. These dogs are just having the best time of their lives.
Martin Reed with Flash, a working shepherd dog. 6 years old, Flash's 3rd time in the main arena, and usually loves it here. Made the journey down from Devon to be here. many a mile travelled, and now moving well around the ring here in the main arena, over the A-frame. Leaping clear a wee bit early, I think. I think that might have been the 5 faults.
I think the 5 faults was for the not touching the seesaw, not touching the ground, but Martin is one of our up-and-coming young handlers. He's had a fantastic year. He's having a fantastic Crufts, and he is one of the future of agility. But look at the tightness of that turn, John.
Absolutely. Another barrier came down as well, so that was another 5 faults incurred. Let's see what the turn's like here. And speed towards the long jump. They love it. And goes clear in just over 40 seconds. But faults imposed, and here's where it came. Yep.
Yeah, and that's done for safety, so that the dogs don't leap off these obstacles, and unfortunately just dropping a pole, but a great effort there from Martin.
Matthew Goodliff says that Quincy here, a 7-year-old Border Collie, is just an amazing dog, part of the Team GB winning World Championship team for 2014, and the time to beat 34.805. Looks as though he's going well so far. Nicely over the A-frame, lovely clean jumping, not so much speed as you've been saying here, Graham. This is about line, and look at that for agility.
It really is. This dog is very deceptive in how it goes. It won an event yesterday, and it does cover the ground. If he goes clear, he's going to be well in the mix.
34.805 is the time to beat. Is he going to be quick enough? Going to turn now and race towards the long jump. It's going to be just outside, but a really good clear round.
Yeah, look at that. Great decision by the judge, getting his paw on the A-frame there, straight into these poles. Can't get through them quick enough.
He's excited. That's Rehab with his handler Greg Derritt. Rehab's a 7-year-old Border Collie. They're from Cheltenham, and Rehab again, part of the World Championship winning team from 2015. Greg, vastly experienced. We can expect Rehab to go well. Nicely over the seesaw. Have to stay on it as it swivels. That he did, through the tunnel. Choosing a good line. Nicely over the A-frame. Clean so far. Now coming up towards the weaves. How about that for moving beautifully? Good speed as well, Graham. This is going to be fast.
Always in the mix if he can just keep it clear. He's looking to get, after the combined results, into the top 8 large dogs. That's what he's doing, but he also would like to take this title as well. All got in his way very slightly. It's still going to be a great time. Bit wide there, and a great finish there for Greg Derritt. Clear at a time of 39.390.
Well, Greg, lots and lots of experience and guiding this dog round, but just looked as though they got in each other's way at one point.
They did, and just let it slide just at the end. Yep, the dog had to treat him as a roundabout, go round him, lost a bit of time, and again, a really wide turn there, but hopefully he's got 2 clear rounds.
This is Sean Hunt with Fix from Cheltenham, an 8-year-old Border Collie. Over the A-frame, good so far. And working well through the weaves. Nice tight turn, and again. Now over the dog walk. Oh, almost came off too soon, but stayed with it, so it's legal. Now through the tunnel. We're looking at the time. 5 faults are in there. Over the long jump, 38.209, but there were 5 faults.
Good effort there, unfortunately having 5 fairly early on, and there you can see just the very slightest of touches. These poles come off, you've only got to look at them sometimes. Nice and carefully down there, and oh, I think it was a toenail there.
Lucy Hinchley with Pixie, 5-year-old Border Collie. This is their first time competing at Crufts, and not surprisingly hoping it's going to be the first of many from Hewish. Pixie, a Border Collie bitch. Lucy happy that final preparations made. Now Pixie's away. Nicely over the seesaw. Handlers have to move smartly as well, which Lucy is doing. Oh, that's a poor turn. Just to now miss the A-frame as well, so that's going to be 5 faults. Indicated by the judge. And that's a shame. Through the weaves. That's nicely done. But this is good experience for Pixie, first time at Crufts, and will come back, I'm sure, a better dog. Still time. Wouldn't be surprised if this pairing were to be seen prominently again. Ooh, came across in front of the dog there, and it just slips on the turn, and 42.7 seconds, 5 penalty points.
I think you make a very good point here about experience. It's not only good experience for the dog to run at Crufts on this carpet and in this atmosphere, but also for the handlers as well. And as more you can do that, the better it is. Just a bit of confusion reigned there, and as you say, the dog wasn't quite sure of where Lucy wanted it to go.
Here's Lucy Chudley with Troy, 5-year-old border collie. The racket that he's making from Solihull. Agility champion, and the second time here at Crufts. He's letting everybody know that he's enjoying this. Around they go over the Eucanoe, but choosing a good line. Now, how good's the weave? And I can tell you that's terrific. He's right up in contention, but 5 faults have been incurred. Quick nevertheless.
Always full of enthusiasm, this dog, and that's what Laura struggles with sometimes, is just to curb his enthusiasm, but you can't fault him. He's having a great time. Just one more to go, and a great finish. Well done to Laura, finishing on 10 faults.
He certainly enjoyed it, but picks up the 10. And talk us through again. This is through the weaves. He's really going for it. Look at him barking as he goes.
He's telling Laura to come on there. So just as you say, just coming down towards the white contact point, and the judge in the perfect place to award a fault.
Moving on, this is Laura Langman with Tiki from Oakhampton. 7-year-old border collie. She says Tiki is an awesome little dog who tries her hardest and loves to work. A second time at Crufts. Good through the weaves. Vocal encouragement from Lauren. Clean so far. Maybe not the fastest, but moving well. And look at the way he's concentrating. She's concentrating on the instructions being given. And a little bit over and round the last turn, up towards the long jump, and going clear.
Yep, really great effort there from Lauren. Agility champion Devon can't stop her. And there we go, into those poles, makes a really great effort.
Sian Illingworth with Image, another border collie, 3 years old. Bit of a border collie speciality event, this one. This is Image's first year at Crufts. She says that she is a little dream, Sian says of Image. They come from Shirley in Surrey. Sarah calling instructions to the dog that's around, but at no stage is the handler allowed to touch the dog. Synergy between handler and animal. Nice turn, beautifully done. Over the dog walk, has to touch the white area on the way down, and does so. Through the tunnel once more. Well, this is pretty good, it's clean. Oh, until then. And the long jump, 37.678. Good time, and what a shame. Looking for the perfect turn.
Such a shame there. I'm sure we're going to blame you for that one, John. Just as you said, she's clean. Commentator's curse. And the pole came down, but really a great partnership.
Oh, what a shame. Nora Cuddy with Sassy, a 5-year-old border collie from Columpton. Says Cassie is just an amazing dog, loves swimming as well. Last year represented GB and England in 3 international events. Another one who likes to bark her way around the course.
Actually, she did fantastically well at World Championships. The first year she came 5th in the individual final out of over 130 dogs. But as importantly, it is her 21st birthday today, so she's looking to cap the day off with a great big present and win the Crufts singles. And you can just see she is a really great little handler. She's got a fantastic dog. Looking for a tight turn. Just one more to go. Come on, can she do it? Yes, she can. Clear round in. Wow, what a great time. 37.110.
Well, the birthday girl and Sassy doing pretty well, and that putting Nara into 3rd place in this afternoon's Agility. Next to go, Martin Reed with Spring, 3-year-old Border Collie from Devon. Spring's first time competing at Crufts. I think you could say he's enjoying it. Certainly keyed up, and Martin just trying to settle him down. Concentration all, look at him, can't wait to go. Here we go. Really nice sharp start. Pauses briefly on the seesaw, but has to allow it to touch the ground, which he safely did. And now looking to inject some pace, trying to race up against the clock. Important to be clean, but important to get some pace into it as well. Through the weaves. And that is nicely done. The Eukanuba, now a turn is important here, it's a good one. Now the dog walk. And that's nicely done. It's clean, and they go through the tunnel. Looking for a good turn here. Well, it's going to be outside the fastest time, but it's good, and it's a clear round.
And again, a really great round, very sensible round as well. Got an eye to qualifying for tonight's final, and he's aimed this just about perfectly, so he's having a great day.
In the reverse order, remember, from the morning discipline, this is the dog which finished second this morning, now going 14th. This is Charlotte Harding with Scandal, a 7-year-old Border Collie from Bristol. Real spring in the step. Great jumper, isn't it? Good turn. Over the A-frame, neatly done. Looks as though this could be a sharp time. Now, can the weave be good? Can this be clean? It is! Onwards, over the Eukanuba. Turn a little bit wide there. Now the dog walk. Oh, that was beautifully done. And a turn through the tunnel. It's going to be a sharp time. Oh, just overrunning there. Now looking for a good turn. Up towards the long jump. Oh, what a shame. That turn was just overran. Maybe just slowing it down, but that was a good time from Charlotte Harding.
Still a fantastic time, and another member of the gold medal winning team from Italy this year. So a fantastic dog, fantastic partnership.
Last dog, this is Hannah Holdsworth with Bell, the winner from the jumping earlier on. This is the Agility, a 5-year-old working sheepdog from Scunthorpe. Real enthusiasm in the way this dog's moving. Really good this morning, and looking good again here. No faults, oh, 5 faults incurred, just leapt off the A-frame a wee bit too soon. Now through the weaves. What a shame. It was a marginal indiscretion, but just leaping off too soon, and again maybe. Yes, it's signalled. That's 10 faults now for Hannah Holdsworth and Bell. Time's a good one, coming up towards the long jump. That is a really sharp round, but sadly, maybe just going for it that little bit too much.
But when you're in the type of company that this competition has thrown up today, you have to. You have to go for it, because she knows that what's gone on before her. There have been some fabulous rounds. Look at all the clear rounds we've got. Well, I think we had about 7 or 8 clear rounds, 9 clear rounds, almost unheard of. It really was a great quality competition, and tonight's final just promises to be one not to mix.
Well, there are the final standings from the Agility. Dave Munnings leading the way with Ready for Fame. Pet name Fame. Charlotte Harding in second place. Matthew Goodliff in third, and Nora Cuddy taking fourth. Look at all those clear rounds, as Graham telling you, 9 of them in total. Really, really high-class competition, that. 15 of them in total, and that's the way they all finished. And overall then, interpret that for us, Graham. Charlotte Harding leading the way, ahead of Nara Cuddy, Martin Reed and Lauren Langman.
Who will? These are the people that are going to be in the final tonight, and they will run in reverse order. So this evening we will get Jessica Clare Hugh will run first in this evening's final, although we are only looking for the top 8. So it just needs to be confirmed, because as we're looking for the top 8 large dogs, plus the winner of each of the 2 jumping rounds, providing they haven't already qualified.
So adjustments to the course have been made, because now we have the little ones. This is Tanya Glover with Willow, a working cocker from Northampton. Willow, 9 years old next week, started agility when she was 2. And Tanya calls her the pocket rocket because she loves to live life to full speed. Can be a lap dog when required, but she's also a pretty sharp mover. Looking to see the time, and it looks as though she's going to be setting something quite decent for the others to tilt at. Good over the dog walk, clear so far. Can be tempting fate to say that, but there's been no problems yet. Moving up now towards the final turn, going a little bit wide, now accelerating towards the long jump, and round in a clear round of just over 40 seconds.
Really great round time of 40 seconds. The course time for this is 51 seconds. But as you say, I love watching working cockers do ears and tail.
And to clarify, that course time you're talking about, if they don't make that, they could incur penalties if they're outside it.
Yep, as soon as they go over 51 seconds, they start to incur time penalties.
Emma Priest with Foxy, a 5-year-old crossbreed from Littlehampton, a rescue dog from Ireland, and her first agility dog. Oh dear. Well, that is not what was required. Well, she's enjoying it. On round, it's just just enjoying the experience now. She wants her own course here, Graham.
She does, and I know we're laughing, but you have to accept that dogs are dogs. I mean, this is a top quality dog, but on occasions things happen. Plus the fact this is a massive occasion for them.
Emma says this is a crazy, noisy little dog.
Yeah, she's used to it, and the thing is, providing she finishes this round with a smile on her face, which hopefully she will, and I'm sure she will, it's great. It'll be good experience for her, and I'm sure, look, yeah, you can see that she's smiling. Look, big smile on her face. She knows her dog.
Maybe not a winner, but the crowd loved her.
But that's what it's all about. It's about having fun and just taking the best dog home with you every night.
And I'm sure that for Emma, little Foxy here is very much the best dog, whatever she achieves in competition here. Here's Jean Tuck with Glenn. This is Glenn's 4th Crufts, a 7-year-old Shetland sheepdog, and his 3rd time in the singles. Seesaw's a little bit more of an issue, isn't it, for the little dogs? It takes a wee bit longer for it to tilt.
It does, but they're weighted so that it falls within a specific period of time, so everyone's got an equal chance, whether it's big or small dog.
Worked his way up to top level 6, this dog. Although small, Jean says that he's a very bossy little dog at home. Over the dog walk. Has to touch the white area on the way down, which he did. This is looking nice so far. You see the time to beat, 40 seconds. It's going to be close. Turn, and not quite, but a clear round.
What a really great effort. A very deceptive dog and handler. They never look as though they're going very fast, but as you say, never far out of the placings.
On we go with Bernadette Bay. This is Yay, a Shetland sheepdog from Fittleworth in West Sussex. Yay's first Crufts, brought over from the USA as a puppy, and he's been brightening lives ever since. Yay, appropriately named, as she thinks life is made to live to the fullest. Yay! And over she goes, the A-frame. Time to beat there at the bottom of the graphic, 40.781, so judge for yourself how well the dog's going. Beautifully through the weaves, Graham.
Absolutely. This is this dog's first cross, but it's certainly not Bernadette. She's probably one of the most successful small dog handlers we've ever seen in this country, and now you can see why. This is absolutely poetry in motion. Look
at the little legs go, and now round the final turn and up towards the long jump, and look at the time. That's the fastest. Yay, appropriately named, Yay is the quickest.
And you can see why. Look at the speed and style, how she consistently turns out such good dogs time after time again is really just beyond me. And look at this dog having great fun.
Rose Cavill with Spice, 10.5 years old, this Cocker Spaniel from Newport in South Wales. Rosie says that Spice has been her dog in a million, qualified for Crufts every year since she started competing. Say they may not always get it right, but they always have a great time, and for dog and handler, that's what it's about.
It is. This dog's represented Great Britain on numerous occasions. Rosie won't mind me saying she does suffer a little bit from her nerves, which sometimes can get in their way, but the majority of the time this is a great partnership, and you can see why even now at the grand old age of 10.5 the dog's still having great fun and still very competitive, as you can see, John.
This is very competitive indeed. Coming round through the tunnel, keep an eye on the clock. I don't think it's quite going to be there, but this is sharp, a little bit slow on that turn, over the long jump and clear in 41.131, and that puts her into third at this stage.
Really good result, bearing in mind they're also trying to get into the top 4 to go through to this evening's final. Look at that. Ears backwards, ears forward, fantastic.
A few oohs and ahs around the audience for this one. Mr. Big, little toy poodle, 7 years old, with Mark Wingate Wynn, down from Derby. And Mr. Big, big in nature, small in stature, but he loves the big stage at Crufts. And listen to him yapping his way around.
This is a fantastic dog. I love watching this dog go around. Again, another dog that's represented its country and marked vastly experienced partnership. And you can see why. Look at this, going through the weeds. Can't do it quick enough.
Competed in World and European Championships for Great Britain. Nice turn and good acceleration up towards the dog walk. Not too soon, it's good. Time to beat 38 and through the tunnel. Looking for a good fast turn here. It could be on. Accelerating now towards the long jump. Oh, and just outside. Terrific effort, but that puts Mr. Big into second place.
Only by just over half a second, and you can see how competitive and how fierce the competition is in these. It's probably 130-40 metres around this course, and there's half a second and probably less sometimes separating them.
What a lovely little dog, and the crowd loved him. Selena Bray from Hinckley, another mini poodle, 7 years old. This is Shade, a little bitch. See if Shade can go as well as Mr. Big did. Oh, just turning wrongly there, so 5 faults. It's not a 5 fault, it's an elimination.
Yeah, picking up an elimination there quite early on, which is always very frustrating. At least you can take around the hope of that you're clear up until the last couple of jumps, but now what she has to do is just put that out of her mind if she can. She has to work to keep the dog motivated, keep the dog interested, so that the next time they go out, it will have finished with at least a positive experience here.
Well, you wonder how quickly this spring-heeled little bitch might have gone, because problems apart, that was an impressive little round, and look at the way the dog has loved it.
Yeah, they do. Always turns out some lovely dogs, to Selena. Got a great heritage. Her father, Alan Bray, always at the top of the game as well, just going on the wrong side of that jump.
The 8th of 10 competitors. This is Samantha Lane with Twiggy, a 7-year-old Cocker Spaniel from Milton Keynes. Twiggy was made up to agility champion this year. And this, Samantha's first ever agility champion, and moving well here. This is a vociferous little dog. And the Spaniel is going well at this stage. Now, how quick through the weaves? Answer, very.
Very quick, and you say we need a tight turn here. We do. Straight line onto the dog walk, and look at this. Just one more contact area to go. A lovely, lovely contact into the tunnel, just over the last 3.
Let's have a look at the time. 38.268 to beat. It's very much on over the long jump, and that is the quickest. The quickest so far. Samantha Lane and Twiggy. What a round.
And somebody's going to tell her that she's actually gone into the lead in a minute. I don't think she knows just at the moment. And look at this, right the way down to the end. Oh, look at that.
What can Bernadette Bay do with Zaz, a 7-year-old Shetland sheepdog from Fittleworth in West Sussex? Zaz has won Crufts Championships, Crufts Singles and the British Open multiple times, represented GB at European and World Championships. If one dog is capable of getting this very quick time and challenging, maybe it's this one. And it's made a nice start. Listen to the racket that Zaz makes on the way round. Living the moment, you could say, coming now to the weave. And beautifully done. What about that for agility? Springing on. Oh, and that's going to be 5. What a shame. Over correctly this time. And that is a pity, because Zaz was going really well when that marginal error came and the 5 faults were incurred.
Yep, and I think we're going to have another look at that in just a minute, because I didn't quite see what happened myself. It almost appeared to be just quite random.
Well, the weaving had been so tidy, hadn't he? This is the little dog weaving. Now, this is where the problem comes after this.
It is, and I think the dog thought it was a push round the back, because judges have got a little tendency now to push round the back of jumps. It seems to be a common theme with judges, and I think they do so much of it that the dog thought it was a push round. There you go.
So last dog in the Crufts Singles for small dogs. This is Claire Burrell with Teasel, 5-year-old working collier spaniel from Yaxham. Claire says that Teasel is a crazy dog, but loves her agility. Loves Crufts and won on her debut at Crufts last year, the championship class. And a really nice, smart start here, going well. Look at that very fast time to beat, though, 36.935. That's going to take some bettering, set by Twiggy with Samantha Lane. But this is Claire Burrell moving nicely with Teasel over the Eukanuba. Very tight turn there, and another tight turn. That saves precious time over the dog walk. And again, beautifully done, looking for instructions. It comes, and now it's got to really move on, got a motor, but I don't think it's going to be quite quick enough. Good turn though, up to the long jump. Oh, and just outside. Great effort, but not quite.
How close was that? What a great competition that was. No time wasted there on the A-frame. Pointing at the right jump. And again, look at this, here we go. Great style through the weaves. Concentration on the dog's face. Have I done right, Mum? Yes, I have. Fantastic. And look at him. He's really said, oh, great. I've just had the best time, he's telling her. I've had the best time. And that is what it's all about.
So here's the result. And the quickest there, 36.935. Twiggy with Samantha Lane. Claire Burrell, the dog you've just seen, very narrowly behind in second place. And in third place, Bernadette Bay, 38.268. And there's your full finishing. We had seven clear rounds.
And it's not what I would describe as an easy course. It's a really testing course here.
Overall rankings, moving on to tonight's final. Combination of the jumps this morning and the agility this afternoon, and Claire Burrell leading the way, top 8, qualifying as of right. Top 4, I beg your pardon, qualifying as of right. But for all these here in this agility final, and indeed here today, great experience.
Just making sure that the timing gate's adjusted. We have to adjust it for each height of dog. Really great course set by Gary Murphy. This is a competition for the 6 and 7 dogs, people at the top of their game, and he's set the course at a really good level, and he's judged it superbly.
Jenny Lambert with Wiz, a 4-year-old border collie, the first of the medium-sized dogs in these Crufts singles. This is the agility discipline. Jenny says that Wiz has got huge enthusiasm for most things in life, including agility. Through the tunnel, moving well, but going too wide and going through the tunnel, so I'm afraid that's an elimination. What a shame.
It was. I think she just took her eyes off the dog as she turned to come back to see get her bearings. You have to be quite really good at spatial awareness.
Eye contact, is that a key thing?
Yes, what you have to do is to get your shoulders and your body going in the direction that you want the dog. But if you take your eyes off the dog, your shoulders tend to go in a different direction, and then the dog reacts to that. But she's made it here. Thousands of other dogs have not, so well done to her.
Well, the elimination, sad to say, and that's where it went wrong.
Yep, she turned her back on the dog, and he went one way, she went the other.
Gemma Haycock with a staffy. This is Ruby, 6 years old, from Northampton. Staffy's always tremendously popular. Through the tunnel. Oh, and again. Well, yeah, gone the wrong way and picks up an elimination. So our judge, Gary Murphy, saying that was sufficient for an elimination.
Couldn't see from where I'm sitting, but I would suggest that the dog's only got to put his nose or any part of its body into that tunnel, and that's enough to be wrong course.
Ruby was having a little look. But
yep,
unfortunately, paying the price.
Unusual to get 2 faults, almost exactly the same with 2 consecutive dogs, which was such a shame because that partnership's had a great year, and they are a great partnership.
Well, there was Ruby over the seesaw, and now turning left well there. Good over here.
Using the hand.
But that's where it went wrong. Oops, can't go there.
Oh, and you see the dog actually touched it as well, so that's a double whammy.
Nicola Wildman. This is a 10-year-old Kelpie that come down from Blackpool. Zoom is a rescue dog. And he's enjoying it. She's enjoying it, rather. 10-year-old bitch. Getting on a bit, but still moving well and showing lots of agility.
Vastly experienced partnership. This dog's won countless titles over the years and still putting in great performances at 10 years of age.
Good understanding as well, you sense, between handler and dog. Now moving round. Good towards the tunnel. Now looking for a nice sharp turn. And this is looking decent. Here's the first clear round, 42.072.
Very experienced partnership. She knew that she had to avoid an elimination at all costs, especially with the first 2 going under, and she has a mind again for tonight's final. So very, very experienced handler and a good savvy head on her.
Joe Gleed with Rumble, 3 years old, full name, Michael Buffer. Pin your ears back, let's get ready to rumble. Joe Gleed, moving well. Oh, and he just went the wrong way, down from Coventry, and 5 incurred. Graham will tell us more about how that happened in a moment or two as it goes over the A-frame. Rumble, Joe's first medium-sized dog, and she says not a typical type spaniel, as he's usually very chilled and likes to lie on the sofa. He has a lot of fun running though, but on this occasion just got it wrong, picking up those 5 faults, but he's atoned pretty well since, and the time is quite a neat one. Moving round towards the final hurdle before the long jump. Nice turn and a good time, but sadly those 5 faults.
It is, but she had 5 faults, so then she really has to push it. So here we go, coming towards the jump. The dog says, have I gone wrong? What do you mean have I gone wrong? And then, of course, there's a little bit of confusion reigns, but she recovered it really well. And as I say, the first 2 have been eliminated. There are only, I think, 8 or 9 dogs in this competition.
Helen Anderson with a 10-year-old Kelpie cross called Demon from Norwich. Dinky Demon of Down Under. Kelpie, an Australian dog. And 10-year-old Demon is moving nicely. Time at the bottom, 42.072, is what he has to beat. He's going well, isn't he? Still full of spring and agility for a dog. Getting on in years. around the Eukanuba, looking for nice tight turns here. Oh, there is one. What a good line that was. Over the dog walk. Has to touch the white spot there. Does so nicely. Oh, what a shame. Down comes the barrier. And now down towards the final barrier before the turn. Here it is. And up to the long jump. And that would have been the quickest by a long way. But 5 faults.
Great round there. And you bear in mind this dog is now 10. Used to be quite a bit considerably quicker. Always used to be one, well, still is one of my favourite dogs, and just the merest of touches.
Ashley Butler with Pudsey, and the crowd, and a few oohs and ahs for him as well, because he is cute, you have to say. A 10-year-old crossbreed. Pudsey's won 9 championships, also represented GB in European Open Agility Championships 3 times in the Czech Republic, Austria and Germany, and just loves the atmosphere at Crufts. And Ashley warned that he would bark his way round, and he is doing, over the A-frame, and moving well. That time is a sharp one to beat, but it can be beaten, as Helen Anderson showed us. She went quicker, but incurred 5 faults. But Ashley Butler here with Pudsey, moving up towards the dog walk. 42.072 to do it, and it looks as though it's quick. Good turn here, and this is very quick. Over the barrier. One more, then the turn. Needs to be a good one, but this is going to smash the best time. Clear round, and 38.263, and a little leap of joy.
Oh, she will be so happy with that. He absolutely loves his agility. This is what he does on his day off, because he does so much media and stage work now that he gets a chance to run round and just show Ashley who's really in charge of the partnership.
Rebecca Sargent with Dolly Collie Mispling. Dolly for short, 7-year-old border collie from Warrington. Rebecca says that Dolly's her dog in a lifetime. They both love Crufts. Favourite things are the colour pink and anything sparkly. Apparently there's a sparkly collar underneath all that beautiful hair. Oh, and it's gone wrong there. And that is going to be an elimination. And little Dolly has a look as much as to say, what have I done wrong? Through the weaves. But I'm afraid to say this is one occasion when a very good dog just didn't get it right with a handler. Moving well now, though, and giving us a glimpse of what might have been. Over we go, now round the turn into the tunnel. 2 more obstacles, and then the turn for the long jump. And Dolly Collie, well, she'll be back, I think.
Well, I have to say she was probably one of my tips to be in the mix in tonight's final, but there's no such thing as a certainty in this sport. But as you say, the dog just turns there and again just brushes the tunnel, and that's enough for an elimination. But whatever happens, Becky will be pleased to have made it and to have done her best.
Gilly Sayer with Tico, a Sheltie Cross collie, 5 years old, from Leyland in Lancashire. Tico's a rescue job. And made a nice start. Tico just loves agility, likes her cuddles as well, apparently, and according to Gilly, she is a real diva. Can she motor well enough to get in the shake-up here? A few enthusiastic yaps as she approached the weaves and moves through nicely. Good turn round the Eukanuba, looking for another good turn now, accelerating towards the dog walk. And that's nicely done, looking for a bit of guidance. Oh, and just getting it wrong there, and that's going to be 5 faults, unfortunately. Big turn there, round towards the tunnel. Now, last obstacle before the turn for the long jump, but it's going to be in the mix, 42.01.
Which is going to be the slowest of the 5 faults. Still puts her into 5th place. So there'll be the computers will be whirring when this is finished. And you can see, just trying to turn the dog away. It's always more difficult to try and turn a dog away from you than it is to call the dog towards you.
Some very noisy support for this competitor. A little bit grey round the muzzle and listen to the cheers. 9-year-old Libby with Stephen Richardson, a crossbreed from Carlisle. She's won 21 championship tickets, and in 2015 won the silver medal at the World Agility Open. represented England and Team GB on the European team, so bags of experience. Now Stephen's looking for the speed as well, needing the clear round though, with one eye on getting into that final later on. Top 4 overall, going to be qualifying for the final. Oh, and he's gone towards the bitch, went towards the tunnel, and that's going to be an elimination, a shrug of the shoulders from Stephen Richardson, as much as to say, well, I gave the right information, but it wasn't to be, and went for the tunnel rather than the dog walk, and now that's going to be an elimination, and that was one of the favourites to get right into the shake-up.
It was, and he was shrugging his shoulders, but I think when he sees the replays, I think he'll know himself what he actually did wrong there. But such a shame, as you can see, he's facing the judge, he's facing in that direction, and the dog said, okay, if that's the way you want me to go, I'll do it. But Stephen had a fantastic career and done really, really well. And he says, oh no, I don't know if I want to do that, he says. And he says, good boy, well done, that's exactly where I wanted you, he says.
So, Pudsey was the quickest, 38.263 for Ashley Walker. What a terrific performance that was, ahead of Nicola Wildman with Zoom, 42.072. And they're the rest of the finishers and those who were eliminated in the singles medium category. So top 4 will qualify for the final tonight, and there you see who they are. Ashley Walker, Nicola Wildman, Helen Anderson and Gilly Sayer. They are the ones who move through, and Pudsey the quickest and overall the best in the combined rankings.